Hey, it's Checkmate, and welcome back to Die in the Dungeon. In this video, I want to show off an absolutely insane build that I discovered that boosts your terrain dice to the moon. There's achievements for dealing 99 damage in a single hit. There's an achievement for dealing 999 damage in a single hit. We're going to go so far beyond that. 10,000 damage, 100,000 damage. We're going to boost a terrain spot so high that the game itself is going to break and the number is going to flip to negative. I'll show you how to do it too. First thing we'll want to grab is this terrain die. Now let's go ahead and make sure that this terrain dice is not glass. We are going to want to play this dice over and over again, and I might want to put more properties on it as well. So terrain dice boost the spot that they're played on. As you can see, they can be boosted. However, they can't be boosted by the terrain spots themselves. Now I guess I can sit here for hours and hours to boost up this one spot and call it a video, but you're here for something insane. Let's put our flash here on the terrain dice. That's going to allow us to play the terrain immediately and take advantage of its effect. So we're on the last fight here before the boss in Area 1, and oh, it looks like we didn't get the dice that we needed, so it's time to scum the old saves. Yes. Save-Scumming is an ancient practice by which you simply exit and go back in, redo the fight, and voila, brand new set of dice, which hopefully will be the ones that we actually need. Yes, Save-Scumming. Nothing quite like it for getting the dice you need. You know, at this rate, it probably would have been faster to just try from the start again, going through the run, but I said there was nothing quite like it. I didn't say there was something better. There have been many famous and historical individuals who practiced the art of save-scumming. One of the more notable ones is probably Dr. Strange. Yes, I have given up. We will just go into the boss with this die. Yes. Next, of course, we're going to need this mirror die. Mirror dice duplicates the dice that it targets, and this one doesn't have faulty on it, so I can shape it to my needs. Well, as you can see, we've improved our dice a little bit. We've upgraded some of our dice, some of our boost dice, and we've also added some heavy onto this terrain. So we can do silly things like that, play it multiple times in the turn, and wow, that's just, that's a lot of damage. A lot of damage, but that's not quite what you were promised. We're not satisfied with 1,000 damage. We want more. And to top it off, we will take this prism dice here. Now Prism will extend boost that targets it. It'll also extend mirror. Now let's start getting these dice in shape and putting them all together. The mirror dice will target a die 4 spaces away and will duplicate that, including the terrain value. So you can see with one die, we have a massive 120 damage. The prism die will be targeted by the mirror, 1, 2, 3, 4, and will extend the mirror's effect 4 spaces away, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can see we've duplicated this value again with the terrain for 181 total damage. Now, this piece here, the mirror dice will target the boost 4 spaces away, which will then again target prism die 4 spaces away, which will then extend the boost 4 spaces away for a total of 8. But here's where it gets really crazy. By itself, a prism die on top of a terrain spot does nothing. However, when you boost it with a boost die and place it on top of the terrain, it extends that terrain value as additional boost. So prism rolling 2s is also just fine. As if it was rolling 4s, this will also work fine. So we'll place that down, and then boom. We have now created a 65 terrain spot. Let's go ahead and pick this up, move it over here, and now we cast the boost over to the right for another 85 boost. Place that down, and then all of a sudden we have another terrain spot that casts 150. So we place 150 for a 200. So, as you can see, this will get out of hand very quickly. Let's just put the finishing touches here, make this prism die roll only 4s, and I'll go ahead and just see you in the boss fight. Welcome in to the boss fight. So, as you can see, this before us is my hand. This is the full hand, and with this, I will break the universe. Let's set up the mirror die, Let's set up the boost dice to boost the mirror die. Let's set up a prism to start casting a little extra boost, and then we'll go ahead and lock in a terrain. Boom. Now we'll pick this up, place it here, and now, oh, that's turned into 20 boost. Go ahead and lock that in. Pick that up, place that here. Oh, it's 33 boost now. We'll go ahead and lock that in once more. Now, one more time, 55 boost. We'll place that in. Oh, we have an 81 terrain spot just sitting right there. Let's go ahead and I think we're gonna make sure to get our fortify buff right there going. Give ourselves a little defense. And here we go. Now let's try this again. Put our boost in place, put our mirror in place. Let's put the prism on the higher of the terrain spots because that's gonna cast more. So we're gonna lock that in. There we go. Then let's go ahead and cast it again, 146. These numbers are getting bigger. 239. These numbers are getting bigger very, very quickly. 387. Let's go ahead and lock that in all as some block. I think 3,000 block, I think we're looking pretty good. Now I do want to be careful because I don't want him to break any of my lovely dice. It would be especially sad if he broke my only attack die and I would be stuck here locked with him for eternity. So let's go ahead and place out our boost. He's put in some leak dice, but that's not too bad. Not too afraid of that. Let's lock this in. There's one right there. Let's go ahead and lock it in again. And then one more time. And just to do something a little bit special, we're gonna go ahead and lock this space in again with the mirror. That's gonna be doubling that mirror. And let's go ahead and play just another one of our block dice right there. So there we have 8,000 block. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Now, unfortunately, I do not have my mirror dice or the terrain dice because I mirrored the terrain. I left the heavy on the board. But let's go ahead and just get ourselves another 11,000 block. I think that should be pretty good. So we have 20,000 block right now. That makes us pretty well indestructible. Let's go ahead and do something a little different. So rather than bothering about placing the mirror down right now, let's go ahead and place our block in our normal spot here. Let's go ahead and place our prism at the bottom and wow, 11,000 boost. Just cast right out there. Let's go ahead and play down here. Pick it up and then, oh, that was unfortunate. Definitely should have put my boost over here instead. But anyway, pick it up one more time. There's another 11,000. There we go. And then here's 27,000 boost. That's a great spot right there. And let's go ahead and play down some more block just in case. 140,000 block. That seems like that should be enough here. I'll attack him a couple times. There we go. There's the first bit of damage we dealt out to him. Let's go back to our old method here where I don't get confused as much. But 27,000, there's 27,000, there's 28,000, there's 56,000, there's 85,000. Wow, this is great. And now we have 141,000. Let's just go ahead and more than double our block right here. Because remember, we're mirroring it here and we're mirroring it here through the prism. So there we go. I believe that says 1 million block. 1 million block. Now, let's average out his attacks. We'll even give him a little bit of extra credit here. Let's say he does 20 attacks. In fact, let's go beyond that. Let's say he does his max attack every time. 23 damage. 23 damage. Now, if I take my 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1 million divided by 23. That seems to be taking him about 43,000 turns. About 43,000 turns. Now, even if I go real fast, even if I just kind of like skip, right? Skip, that's probably at least 1 second a turn. At least 1 second a turn. Now, if I take his 43,000 seconds divided by 60. Oh, that's 716 minutes. 716 minutes divided by 60 again. Let's see how many hours that is. Oh, that would be 11 hours. So if I sit here 11 hours, almost 12 hours, if I sit here for half of a 24-hour cycle, he will be able to damage me. Well, I can't have that. There's no way I can sit back and let him damage me after only 12 hours. Let's keep going. Where are we at? What is that? 961,000 boost, 251. So, oh, that's a lot. I have now increased my total block to 7.8 million block. 7.8 million block. Let's keep going. I think that is about 5.8 million, which of course we will double here on top of whatever boost we have down there. Where does this leave us? Is that 48 million block? I think that's 48 million block. Which one's the bigger number? I can't even tell anymore. The one on the right seems to have maybe one more digit. I can't quite tell. Let's keep going. Yes. 36 million boost, I believe. Okay, at this point, I don't think I should be playing any more block out there because, well, the universe might break, and I don't want to do that before I've had a chance to break the board first. So I don't remember which side was bigger, but we're just going to keep placing and placing and placing and placing. Oh, the numbers are running together. 1, 2, 3. 200 million? Is that about right? 200 million? I'm perfectly safe here. It's probably going to take him, at this rate, something along the line of several years before he's going to be able to actually do any damage whatsoever to me. Let's just keep going. Let's keep going. And oh, is that a billion? I think there's a billion. There's a boost, the terrain spot of a billion here on the board potentially. Uh-oh, something has happened to the boost here. Let's go ahead and lock it in down here on the bottom piece right here. So something has happened. I believe that has flipped to a negative. So this spot here, something minus the number of digits is smaller, minus 280, and this one is a positive 1.5 billion. Ah, yes. Minus 2 minus 2 billion minus 2 billion. Minus 2 billion attack. I've lost all of my block just now. All of my block is gone. I better get that back. We go back and forth between positive and negative. I can't tell exactly what's going on. This could give me just under 1 trillion block, but also mirrored. Hold on a second. Just let's go here, grab the save data. Let me just save this real quick. I might be getting a trillion block, or I might be getting 0 block. No, I have 1 trillion block. I have 1 trillion block. So let's be careful and not add any more block, just in case. Which number is bigger? Is the almost 1 trillion bigger, or is the minus number bigger? Oh my. There we go. Oh, we have a trillion. We have a negative number again. Is this negative or is this positive? I can't tell. Hopefully that is a positive number. Oh, yes. Yes, 1.5 trillion. Let's just save this for posterity real quick. 1.5 trillion. Now, one thing I am curious about. There's our first bit of damage to the boss. If I attack him with a negative value, does that mean he will gain health? We'll see. Maybe this is a negative value. I can't tell, but that's a negative value. We will attack him with -1 trillion attack. Oh, we did him. No, that was +1 trillion. No, I can't accept that outcome. We must go back. Where am I? What's happening? What's going on? What? What's this note in my hand? Ah, I see. I see. What a clever fellow. So here we have a true negative number. We're going to attack him with about -4 million. That seemed to have no effect. Let's try that again. Surely, -4 million damage. Nope, that does not give him any more health. But I did get a sting die. Here, let's go ahead and heal him for -4 million. That did not give him any health at all. So, you might notice some very, very large numbers here. What we're experiencing is actually integer flipping. So each of these numbers is stored in a code type called an integer usually. I would have to guess just based on the variable we're seeing. So when the number gets too big, it overflows and actually flips. It flips the bit. So it goes from being a positive almost 2 trillion to a negative 2 trillion, which would be 0. They protect that by giving it 0, so we can't heal him, or we can't deal damage with our own block, or we can't actually subtract any numbers from here. We can only make them bigger and bigger and bigger until they flip and become negative. So usually it's a 32-bit data type, which means the maximum size that these numbers can get would be about 2,147,483,647, which would be about 2 to the 31st power -1, because there's usually a bit at the end to sign it. So theoretically, this is almost as close to the amount of max block that we can get without going into 0. Same thing here. This is about the max amount of damage that we can do in one hit, which would be about we're just barely shy of 2 trillion. That is far beyond the 1,000 damage that you need. This is an amazing thing to do. I highly recommend you try it out yourself, and it just completely breaks the game. Isn't that right, Mosquito Duke? Mosquito Duke? Mosquito Duke? GG. To clarify, I'm not the first person to discover this build. In fact, check out these cool screenshots from the people in Discord. Shout out to them. Oh, and not every number is going to be one of those signed integers, and it looks like they can go higher. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like button. And hey, check out some of my other videos for more insane builds or guides or just some good gameplay.